Welcome to JWL Sports, where we review all the best sports clips from around the world. If this is your first time checking out a video, please do consider subscribing. We are building an amazing community here, and I would absolutely love to see you part of it. We're watching a clip of First Take with Stephen A. and Shannon Sharpe, talking about should the Bills want to keep Stefon Diggs. I think this is a really interesting question. I kind of go back and forth with regards to this, because right now it feels like the Bills are a little bit desperate, but at the same time, I do not think having Stefon Diggs in the locker room, I understand he didn't carry on to a intense levels that we maybe have even seen in the past, but I just know Stefon Diggs doesn't respect Josh Allen. And to me, that is really important, and that's undercutting him. And although he maybe wasn't as aggressive as, you know, and as a vocal problem in the past that Stefon Diggs is, but he was disengaged, I feel as though, for much of the season. We saw their production plummeted. So unless they were able to have a conversation and work things out, and they can clearly say, okay, we can do this, like, let's go. If not, then I would say move on and that you're, better off. But the truth is I don't trust the Bills to be able to, really make the right decision in this. And the problem is that I feel like the Bills are going to act more out of a place of desperation. And when you act out of a place of desperation, typically it doesn't go well. So let's take a listen to see what they have to say. We can break down from there.
Stefon Diggs from the standpoint of being frustrated, because there have been frustrating moments. But when you complain, you got to answer the call. When Josh Allen threw that bomb to you, you got to catch that pass. You got to catch that pass. It's a playoff. It's a playoff on the line. And if you talk, you can't disappear when you drop a pass like that and y'all lose and you can't be found. That's weak. Having said that, I'm a huge fan of Stefon Diggs. I would say this, though. I'm looking at his numbers right here, Shannon. Over the last 4 years, he's had 166, 164, 154, and 160 targets.
Yes.
And in that span, he's had 127, 103, 108, and 107 receptions. He is obviously being utilized as a number one receiver.
Thank you.
Over 1,000 yards each season, over 1,400 yards 2 of those 4 seasons. I get that. So to me, if you're the Buffalo Bills, you should want to move him. And here's why you should want to move him. Because with all of that activity, he's still complaining. He's still sending cryptic messages.
Yep.
He still clearly is unhappy. Now, you don't need that in your locker room anymore. And you can get extreme value for him because he is a top-notch receiver. You know, I didn't like the way he was treated in Minnesota. I didn't like the fact that they tried to act like Adam Thielen was the number one option, was a guy worthy of being the number one option over him. I didn't like that at all. But in this particular situation with Josh Allen as the stud at the quarterback position, with you clearly being targeted and utilized, you can't be doing anything cryptic. You need to be direct and straightforward. And who's to say he hasn't done that with the team? But the bottom line is he doesn't, as I reported at the beginning of the season, if you remember, I said, I don't give a damn what he says. I'm telling you, he's not happy, and he believes that they missed their window. And sure enough, now we're seeing what we're seeing. So it turns out I was right after all. You need to move on from him. Let him go to a different situation, because clearly he's lost a belief in the Buffalo Bills. That's
okay, but they missed their window. He's part of that problem why they missed that window. So it's kind of scapegoating, saying they missed the window rather than saying we missed the window. Those are different things. He's the one that didn't catch that ball that would have changed that game. Okay? So this is on Diggs. Diggs never wants any accountability. He never wants accountability. And again, one of the biggest issues that I ever saw Diggs do is when he went to Josh Allen and went like this, like use your head. And that is just like, it's such a simple gesture that is actually so much more profound, because your quarterback, especially a quarterback as great as Josh Allen, is the leader. He is the face. He is the alpha. He is the captain. He is everything. Okay? You do not do that. Okay? You do not show up your quarterback. You do not tell your quarterback to use your head. You don't do that. Would you ever walk up to Patrick Mahomes or Andy Reid, a coach, and be like, come on, use your head? No. The only way you can do that is if you are so tight. You are the best of friends in the entire history of the world. And it's like, yeah, I got different rules with Josh because that is my boy. I've known him since I was 4 years old. I will say whatever I want to him. You guys don't get that luxury, but I do. He's my literal brother. Then I could say, okay, maybe. But even then, the maturity of that would be like, no, don't. Because apparently that's what A.J. Brown and Jalen Hurts is supposed to have. But yet A.J. Brown is causing problems on the sidelines for Jalen Hurts, which I think is a bad friend and a bad look and making Jalen Hurts' job more difficult. And so I've called A.J. Brown out for that a lot. And so Stefon Diggs needs to be called out for that as well. He's just a big baby at this point. And it's like, it's honestly put up or shut up at this point. You know, it's just like, what are you doing? Where do you get off? Why are you such a diva? It's undeserved. It's undeserved. And so you were a big reason why the Bills did not win that game and did not get to, you know, an AFC championship and, you know, an AFC, a Super Bowl. Okay. So, and I've called out the Bills plenty and said that the Bills, you know, have made plenty of mistakes and issues and are not setting Josh Allen, you know, up to succeed. And part of that is, you know, allowing something like this to be a problem. They do not have the locker room. They do not have the coaches. They do not have the culture to be able to control this. Teams like the Kansas City Chiefs can do it. Okay? They have Patrick Mahomes. They have Andy Reid. They have Travis Kelce. So they can maybe take someone who's a little bit more toxic or questionable because it's like, we don't need you. Okay? Even the Eagles have a great culture. And so they're able to maybe take someone who's questionable background, Jalen Carter, you know, whatever it may be, because they have the organization. They have the respect. They have the seasoned veterans that everyone just knows to fall in line. So they can take in a player like that. You know, even the 49ers, the Rams, you know, the Rams were able to like scoop up Baker Mayfield for 5 minutes and just be like, all right, I'm Sean McVay. I can do this. I am the alpha. I am the leader. I'm the captain. I can do it. Okay? You can give me a diva like Terrell Owens and I will make it work for a season or two and we will win. I will get OBJ. Bring on OBJ. I know he's crying and making, is notoriously a diva receiver, giving interviews with Lil Wayne and stuff, you know, causing all these problems. You know, I can do it. I'm Sean McVay and I got Matt Stafford, you know, let's do it. That's not the Bills. So when you have a player like Stefon Diggs, if you can't withstand it, then get it out of your room. Get it out of your locker room, okay? Because you don't need it. And I don't know what the Bills are doing, honestly. I really don't, because they just are squandering Josh Allen. And it's just, I've said this now so many times because it's how I really feel. It's just tragic because we are, as fans, we are being robbed of just great, exciting football from Josh Allen and the Bills, or just Josh Allen individually. And it's just so unfortunate. And so if I were the Bills, I would be doing everything that I could to, you know, I mean, like, heck, the Bears are rebuilding their offense better than the Bills are doing. You know, the Eagles have gone out to, you know, rebuild their offense. Obviously the 49ers over the years, the Chiefs have elevated, you know, on offense. And I just ask myself, what the heck are the Bills doing? And again, the real question though is like, what is Stefon Diggs actually saying? You know, what is his true issue? It sounds like Stephen A is saying that he thinks that they can't win, and so now he's upset and kind of wants out. And if that's the case, then get him the heck out of there. Get him the heck out of there. There's no reason to have a conversation about it. If I'm Josh Allen, I'm saying, yeah, I don't want him. I really don't. Because even if I convince him in the offseason and we shake hands, give hugs, and share dinner together, it doesn't matter. The moment we reach adversity, he's just out. I don't want that. I want a foxhole guy. I want someone who's going to be in the trenches with me, not someone who's going to abandon, you know, me, you know, if we're down 14 going into, you know, the fourth quarter. I want someone who's like, all right, we're good. We got this, you know, rather than someone that says, man, we suck. We can't win. We're not winning a championship this year. I'm not laying my body on the line for this. I don't want that. And Josh Allen doesn't deserve that. And the Bills don't deserve that. And the Bills fans don't deserve that. So, but those are just my thoughts. I would absolutely love to hear yours. Do you think the Bills should keep Stefon Diggs or get rid of him? Either way, let me know in the comments below. I read every single comment. So whether you agree with me or disagree with me, either way, let's get into some discussions. Let's get into some fights. But ultimately, let's just have some fun. And please do consider subscribing. As I said, we are building an amazing community here, and I would absolutely love to see you part of it. I want to build something that we all genuinely feel connected to, something that we're really excited to be part of, and I think we're well on our way to doing it. And please don't forget to give this video a thumbs up, as it really, really does help with the visibility and the algorithm. Thank you so much, and see you next time.